For this dose of Cinemania, we'll count down heartwarming rags to riches films. Look into the dark and creative world of director M. Night Shyamalan and find out the best movies to watch inspired by a true story. All this and more as we look at the silver screen's best and worst in Cinemania. But first, we'll count down Cinemania's top 5 rags to riches tales. They're all unique and inspirational, but which one will come in at number 1? At number 5, we find 50 Cent and his semi-biographical story, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. The film is about a drug dealer who abandons crime to pursue a music career. And just like 50 Cent's music, his movie raised concerns about the promotion and glorification of guns and violence.
You don't shoot nobody. The first thing you do is shoot somebody.
The film's title is taken from 50 Cent's major label debut album that sold more than 7 million copies. 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, said he's been longing to get his real-life story out, and the film gave him the perfect opportunity to tell his story his way.
I'm gonna kill him.
50 Cent served prison time and was once shot 9 times in an assassination attempt before he hit it big in music. This rags to riches tale is worthy of 5th position.
That's it about being an artist, man. It's always telling the truth.
At number 4, we find the rags to riches boxing film, Cinderella Man. Starring Russell Crowe and Renee Zellweger, Cinderella Man was set in the United States in the 1930s. It told the true story of boxer Jim Braddock, played by Crowe.
Go home to me and the kids, Jim.
Go home with what? Go home with what?
They said I'm through, May. They can't be a boxer no more. You know, if they keep cutting shifts down at the docks, and you just don't get picked every day.
That's it!
Well, we ain't got nothing left to sell.
I think we need to pack the kids.
Send them away, then all of this has been for nothing. If we can't stay together, that means we lost. That means we're giving up.
The Depression-era tale unfolds with Braddock's boxing career at the end of a steep spiral and with the washed-up fighter unable to feed his family. But Braddock is given one more chance and seizes the moment, making for an improbable run at a shot for the title.
This fight's as good as murder. First punch he lands, you'll sleep forever.
You gotta beat this! You gotta beat this from the inside out!
This inspirational tale comes in at number 4.
It is off to school with you. You are to become geisha.
In 3rd position on Cinemania's list of top 5 rags to riches sagas, we find the drama Memoirs of a Geisha. In 1997, author Arthur Golden gave readers a glimpse into a little-known world with his novel of the same name.
Man in his tracks with a single look. You are ready. Now it's time.
The book spent 2 years on the New York Times bestseller list and has been translated into 32 languages. The film, like the book, looked at the rags to riches story of a woman who survives a terrible childhood and becomes a legendary geisha.
We do not become geisha to pursue our own destinies.
I want a life that is mine.
That's why this amazing film comes in 3rd position. In 2nd position, we find the inspirational tale of an underdog racehorse named Seabiscuit. Based on Laura Hillenbrand's best-selling book, Seabiscuit starred Tobey Maguire, Jeff Bridges and Oscar winner Chris Cooper.
What the hell were you thinking?
He fouled me. What am I supposed to do? Let him get away with that?
Well, yeah, when he's 40-1.
He almost put me in the rail.
Well, did he?
Like Cinderella Man, Seabiscuit was set in the mid-1930s when the American economy was weak and people were depressed. The horse was a clear underdog, but love, understanding and hard work transformed the small horse into a racing sensation.
Look at that, Biscuit. Look at that. There you go.
His tale of overcoming adversity gave hope to those looking to relive the lives they enjoyed in the 1920s. That makes Seabiscuit worthy of 2nd position. Cinemania's greatest rags to riches film is Ray, a film based on legendary singer Ray Charles. The film detailed his life from Charles's humble beginnings to his spectacular rise to stardom.
If you want me to do something special, I'm gonna need my own band.
Okay, but you're gonna have to make it work, Ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. Yeah.
The film tackled the issue of Ray's blindness, his battles against racism, his own personal demons, which included drug use and womanizing, and his awe-inspiring talent that revolutionized American popular music.
Are those drugs worth losing everything?
Ray, this isn't some judge in Indiana. Our lawyers will do what they can, but...
When I walk out that door, I walk out alone in the dark. I'm trying to do something that nobody ever done in music and business.
Jamie Foxx took on the challenging role of portraying Ray Charles.
Ray Charles!
After meeting with the singer several times during filming, Foxx said Ray himself would have been proud of the movie.
Ray, we've never done that before.
This amazing film is ranked Cinemania's greatest rags to riches tale. Stay tuned as we take a look into the life of the well-known director, M. Night Shyamalan. It's easy to recognise Shyamalan's films by his surprise endings, his frequent use of water as a sign of weakness, as well as his own cameos. Like his idol Alfred Hitchcock, Shyamalan has appeared in almost all of his films. Shyamalan's first major cinematic success came in 1999 with the release of the blockbuster film The Sixth Sense. His films continued to attract big-name stars and even bigger budgets as Shyamalan set about making his mark in the history of cinema. The script for his 2002 film Signs saw Shyamalan become the highest-paid screenwriter in history, with Disney giving him an impressive $5 million paycheck.
Why would they do this? Does anyone here know of a reason?
His next movie, The Village, was filmed in 2 months and had a $60 million budget. To coincide with the release of The Village, Shyamalan took part in a mockumentary entitled The Buried Secret of M. Night Shyamalan. Advertised as an unauthorised biography of the director's life, Shyamalan lost favour with fans who had felt cheated when they realised the film's marketing campaign was a hoax.
You don't have to have an angle. Why do you have to?
Undeterred by the publicity, the director got to work on his next twisting tale, Lady in the Water.
On a subject.
As with the previous films he directed, Shyamalan also wrote Lady in the Water and thanked his daughters, and the bedtime story he made up for them, for giving him the idea for the script. While they're successful, his films aren't for everyone, but whether you love them or hate them, M. Night Shyamalan is in high demand. Satires are a popular style of comedy used on the silver screen. We'll now count down Cinemania's top 5 satirical comedies. Material Girls comes in 5th position. This satire stars siblings Hilary and Hayley Duff as Ava and Tansy Marquetta, heiresses to a multi-million-dollar cosmetics company. As the face of the makeup line, the duo have become Los Angeles It Girls. After a scandal about their company emerges, the girls literally go from riches to rags.
You're a liability now. So, as far as the engagement goes...
The sisters refuse to go down without a fight. As the ladies try to clear their family name, they discover that they can live great lives without being rich.
Technically, Mick's dumping you.
Are you excited about tonight's events?
We are, of course. We feel so excited just to be able to remember our father like
Hayley and Hilary had collaborated musically in the past, but Material Girls was the first time the sisters were seen on the big screen together. Described as a comedy that takes you from the penthouse to the poorhouse and back again, this script was originally based on 2 other It Girls. This satirical look at life on the red carpet comes in 5th position. Cinemania's 4th greatest satire is the gymnastic comedy Stick It.
I've gotten sentenced to juvie. Instead, I got sent back to the world I thought I'd escaped forever. Welcome to the Vickerman Gymnastics Academy.
The film follows troubled teenager Haley Graham, a rebellious but talented 17-year-old who, after a run-in with the law, is forced to return to the regimented world of gymnastics.
You've really gotten skinny? Fat?
Oh, goody. Baby, come.
Jealous, Haley? Can you tell Joanne that I'm gonna do a real dismount? Haley's gonna do a real dismount. Put down the phone.
Now we work one way around here. That's my way. Or we can call the judge. You decide.
Way to build trust.
I couldn't resist.
This film satires the competitive world of gymnastics while acknowledging the discipline required. That's why Stick It is ranked Cinemania's 4th greatest satire. In 3rd position, we find the comedy American Dreams, a film that satires American politics and show business, exploring the role of dreams and ambitions in American culture.
You've been selected to perform on the show.
Stop screaming. You're gonna have to come out all over again because we didn't get it on camera. Okay.
In the film, America can't get enough of the show, which is hosted by self-loathing Martin Tweed, played by Hugh Grant.
An Arab.
Luck be a lady tonight.
When two hopefuls make it to the final round of American Dreams, where the president will be a guest judge, it promises to be an unforgettable event.
It's like the president's going to be a guest judge on American Dreams.
Are you sure that's dignified?
The current event gags throughout this satire made it worthy of 3rd position on Cinemania's list of top 5 satirical comedies.
What if I don't make it to the final round? Folks don't call me the torturer because I don't like to torture people.
Coming in at number 2 is the adults-only Death to Smoochie. In this film, Robin Williams played Randolph Smiley. Randolph is busted for taking bribes and is fired from the highest-rated show on kids' television.
Satisfactory replacement.
Get me Smoochie.
His network is desperate to find a squeaky clean replacement and hires Sheldon Mopes, played by Edward Norton, a struggling street performer who performs his act dressed up like a giant rhinoceros named Smoochie.
I load you!
Waiter! My body was barely cold and you went to work for the rhino. I gotta eat, don't I?
Soon, Smoochie is the hottest act on children's television, and despite his desire to do good and keep it clean and legal, all the sleaziest characters in the world start coming out of the woodwork to get a piece of the action.
What's this?
Although it's set in the world of children's television, Death to Smoochie is not appropriate for children. This dark comedy comes in at number 2.
What's up?
Finally, in number 1 position, Cinemania's greatest satirical comedy is Thank You for Smoking.
Cigarettes kill.
Now, is your mommy a doctor?
No.
Well, she doesn't exactly sound like a credible expert now, does she?
The film is about the American tobacco industry, but could just as easily be about guns, oil, or alcohol. In a self-righteous tone, Thank You for Smoking illustrated the downfalls of big business and its devastating effect on both people and communities.
Tragedy.
We don't sell Tic Tacs, we sell cigarettes. And they're cool, available, and addictive. The job is almost done for us.
The satirically presented Thank You for Smoking boasted an A-list cast. This sharp, witty film is an entertaining look at the world of advertising and PR.
For its cheese. That's the beauty of argument. Because if you argue correctly, you're never wrong.
This is a heated issue. Nick, do you have a question?
How on earth would big tobacco profit off of the loss of this young man? It's in our best interest to keep Robin alive and smoking.
Thank You for Smoking dissects the spinning wheel of PR and at the same time exposes the evil habits of big business.
Profiteer, and my personal favorite, yuppie Mephistopheles.
I'm a man of the people.
Rock on, Kennedy. Your family now. Tobacco takes care of its own.
That makes this satire worthy of number 1 position.
I talk.
Thank you for smoking.
These celebrities can sing and they can act, but can they do both? Let's now look into the lives of singers turned actors and actors turned singers. When looking at the singing-acting crossover, you can't go past pop princess Britney Spears. Britney rocketed up the music charts with her debut album Baby One More Time and went on to dominate the pop world. In 2002, she moved on to the silver screen with the teenage drama Crossroads, but has since stuck to her day job and continued to sing.
I know she wants to see me. She's just scared. Can I help her? It's me, Mama. Lucy.
Andy Moore first came to everyone's attention at the young age of 15. Her catchy songs became hits and the young star became an overnight success. Her move into acting was a slow and cautious one, beginning with voiceover work and small roles before taking on the challenge of lead actress.
So if you're scared, why do it?
Her first starring role in A Walk to Remember was well received, paving the way for a sting of films ranging from dramas to comedies. Hilary Duff found herself in demand after her hit television series Lizzie McGuire. Hilary was soon switching between television, movies and singing. After a few hit songs, she both acted and sang in the coming-of-age film Raise Your Voice, playing an aspiring singer. Her huge fan base ensured that wherever this star went, her fans would loyally follow. Our final celebrity is Freaky Friday and Mean Girls star Lindsay Lohan. In 2004, she released her debut album and now looks to be pursuing roles that combine both acting and singing. So, does the crossover guarantee success? We'll let you make up your own mind. Let's now look at films that were based on everyday life as we count down the top 5 films inspired by true stories. At number 5, we find The New World, an adaptation on a popular true story of the Indian princess Pocahontas and the English soldier John Smith. In the 2006 film, the viewers were transported into the 17th century with painted natives juxtaposed against white-skinned, armour-clad intruders. The natives had little sense of possessions, but did have a strong social order. The settlers, most unprepared to deal with the wilderness, follow an ethos of aggression and greed. In one fight, John Smith is taken prisoner, but his life is spared by the chief when his favourite daughter, Pocahontas, begs for mercy. The chief releases Smith to this teenager so the two can learn each other's language. What they do, of course, is fall in love. This film, which was inspired by actual events, comes in 5th position. In 4th place, we find The Prize Winner, a film inspired by housewife Evelyn Ryan, an eternally optimistic mother of 10 who paid the bills by writing catchy prize-winning jingles.
Mrs. Ryan, congratulations. You have won the grand prize.
Oh, my goodness.
Looks like you're the one who got lucky, Kelly.
The Ryan clan was a working-class family dependent on their mum's flair for rhyme to make ends meet. Over the years, Evelyn's talent for writing prize-winning jingles had brought the Ryans everything from a deep freezer to a pony. At one point, she won a free 10-minute shopping spree at the local supermarket.
An interesting life.
I do have an interesting life.
Mommy, one shopping spree!
7 minutes to go, Mom!
What are we looking for? Exotic things. Anything grown in a foreign country. Does Hawaii count?
This fun-filled drama inspired by a true story is ranked Cinemania's 4th greatest.
The taste and shimmer shake appeal, Jell-O jollies any meal.
You've killed me.
Death by Jell-O is highly unlikely.
In third position, we find the horror film The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Set in an unspecified year in an unspecified city, the film, which was based on a true story, began with the death of Emily Rose, a college freshman who was either possessed by the devil or simply a psychotic epileptic. The original story was heavily edited for cinematic purposes, but was based on the true story of Anneliese Michael, a young German woman who suffered the same fate in the 1970s. This spine-tingling film is made all the more terrifying because it's based on a true story, making it worthy of third position. In second position on Cinemania's list of top 5 films based on true events is North Country. Directed by Nicky Caro, the drama North Country was a fictionalised account of the first major successful sexual harassment case in the United States, Jensen versus Eveleth Mines.
Willing to allow you to tender your resignation effective immediately.
It came about where a woman who endured a range of abuse while working as a miner filed and won the landmark lawsuit in 1984.
Disgusting thing you might find in your locker.
Keep your mouth shut and take it like a man.
The lawsuit which inspired this film wasn't settled until 1998, which was 10 years after it was first filed.
Power for hurting those who lost. You stand up for your friends. You stand up and tell the truth.
North Country is an inspirational film inspired by a true story, which is why it's ranked number 2.
Didn't she?
I don't want to shut down the mine. I just want to go to work like everyone else.
In number 1 position, we find the light-hearted yet heartwarming Calendar Girls. Helen Mirren and Julie Waters starred in Calendar Girls, playing 2 women who decided to get together a bunch of friends from the local Women's Institute in Northern England and do a nude calendar.
Doing it is naked.
It's perfect, Lawrence. Really is perfect.
A different girl for every month. The different guys, painting, press. Until December, when I thought we could do a group photo of you all together, singing a Christmas carol.
The story of the Calendar Girls captured international attention and sold almost 400,000 copies around the world. That makes Calendar Girls a clear number 1 winner on Cinemania's list of films inspired by true stories. That's all we've got time for. Be sure to tune in next time for your dose of Cinemania.
Can anyone see my nipples?